Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. Today we are in Audi dealership and I'm gonna show you all the details of the facelifted Q5. So this is the new key and I'm gonna unlock it. You see this very nice illumination of the LED lights. And well, yeah, let's cover all the things that are new with this facelifted version. Now, first of all, the Q5 is actually one of the best-selling SUVs in this class in European market. So definitely, you know, a very, very important model for Audi. And now they updated the exterior, interior, as well as the engines. So new technology is available and we'll cover all of these things in this video. So let's start with the front. So what's new here? Actually, we do have a new single frame grille, which is, as Audi claims, shallower and then appears wider. And then you have this chrome element and chrome bezel around the single frame grille. You can get this actually in gloss black, which would be my choice because then it will look more aggressive. You get that with the optional black back. Now this is the S-Line trim, which means you get more sporty bumper and you have the larger air inlets compared to the predecessor, but of course they are fake indeed. And once again, with the black back, you get this in gloss black. So let me come from this angle. As you can see, car is very close to the window, so we can't have the perfect shot, but you get the point. I do think that they really improved the looks on the front. So the LED lights are now standard, and then optionally you can get the matrix LED lights. And then let me unlock it so you see this mimic of the indicators and then of the rest of the lights. So the daytime running LEDs are here and lights are down there. Name of the color, Daytona Grey with pearl effect. Really a beautiful color, one of my favorites for this car. And now let me show you the car from the side. Let's actually go to the other side so that you see it better. 4 meters and 68 is the length of the car. It is actually around 19 millimeters longer than the predecessor because, of course, the bumpers have changed, so the wheelbase remains the same, and you know, pretty much all of this remains the same. But once again, because of the new design, we do have a longer car. Let's see the wheels. Can't see them here, but we will see them here. So these are actually 19-inch wheels. They are an option on this car since the S-Line trim does come with 18-inch as standard, and then you can get those as an option. There are actually a lot of choices. These aren't personal favorites for me. You do have the Audi Sport wheels, which look very nice, but you can also get wheels up to 21-inch. So a lot of choices. And well, yeah, this is the side view. Tell me in the comments, how do you like it? The S-Line trim does get these edges of the doors in chrome and of course optionally in black. But now let me show you the rear of the car, which is really beautiful. I mean, just look at this and look at this illumination when you unlock the car. Wow, just so cool. So these are the new LED lights, but actually the main highlight of the rear of this car could be the OLED lights, but this car doesn't have them. It's the first time that Audi introduced the OLED lights. So organic light technology, and what it gives you is actually different lighting signatures depending on you know, the option that you get. So you can actually choose the lighting signature that your car will have. This is definitely a future for car industry. So this was introduced with the Q5, but I believe we will see those in the rest of the Audi models, you know, with every new facelift or new model. And then these are, as I said, LED lights, so they also look nice. They have a nice illumination, but my favorites definitely would be the OLED lights. And tell me in the comments, what do you think about this trend? So trend with different lighting signatures depending on, you know, the trim that you get and the lights that you choose. And speaking about the design from the rear, we do have the new sporty bumper, and then you also have, of course, different shape of the lights, and then this chrome part is connecting the lights. And this does look, this does make actually the car appear wider and reminds me of the Q7 facelift, which is a good thing, I think. And well, yeah, once again, you can get this in gloss black as well as this diffuser with the black package. Then, of course, we do have the massive case of fake exhausts, so not a fan of those. And now let's check out the trunk. You have the electronic tailgate on this one. And we are greeted with, well, actually spacious trunk from 520 up to 580 liters. That depends on the rear bench, so this rear bench can be adjustable. And then when you fold the seats, you get 1580 liters. Let's see this. So we do have some space here for the tire repair kit, or actually this is sort of like a spare tire, I believe. Yeah. And then some nets in here, as well as this strap to, you know, put your things. I do love this LED lights, and you can fold the seats with this. Actually, let's do this. And yeah, you can actually fold the seats by just you know, pulling this lever here, and it's very easy to use and very practical indeed. Square shape of the trunk, so that's always a plus. And look how massive the tailgate is, so the whole lights you know, go up with it. And then you close it by pressing this. So there we go. Speaking about the suspension of the car, there are actually 4 options. So first one is the standard suspension, and then you can get the optional sport suspension. Third option is the adaptive suspension, so DCC. And then option is the adaptive air suspension. That's the top of the line and most comfortable one, but of course most expensive one as well. So now that we saw exterior, it's time to check out the interior of this thing. And as you can see, we do have the S-Line in the interior as well. You can pair the S-Line trim inside with some other package outside as well. But in this case, we have the S-Line both from outside and inside. And then the elements, let's start with this. You have the lovely Alcantara here on the door panels, as well as this sort of like a brushed aluminum style. This is okay, but since this is made of one piece, you see this? It's all one piece, so it's the same, you know, here and here. And maybe some of you will want something a bit softer on this part, but other than that, this is really well built. And then here you have the buttons for the windows as well as for the mirrors. I do love this door handle, looks very nice. Lock and unlock buttons are here. And then this is your door pocket. It's actually pretty deep. You can fit a large bottle in here. And this is also one way to open the trunk. You are greeted here with the illuminated S badge. Looks very, very nice indeed. And yeah, then these are the sport seats with the S badge, combination of like the cloth, Alcantara, something like that, and then the leather with white stitching. This is the sport steering wheel with the flat bottom. But now, without further ado, let's jump inside. Okay, so this is the view from driver's perspective. We will turn on the car by pressing the start engine button, which is here. And well, yeah, this is it. A beautiful design in my opinion, and great thing is that you still have, you know, classic buttons, so that's a plus from me because it's much easier to use. But let's start with this. So you do have the 12.3-inch digital cockpit that's got you know, different views available. I'll cover that later on. And then this is the main touchscreen, and this is actually standard, so 10.1-inch screen, like a floating screen here is standard. And then you have this air vents. This interior does look great, and you feel really comfortable and really, really good here. Moving on, you do have great materials. This is soft touch, and this brushed aluminum with the Quattro sign here, really lovely. Great job by Audi. And then this is, look at this satisfying clicking sound. I mean, hear it actually. So this is how you change the AC controls, up, down, temperature. This car has the heated seats. We'll turn those off. Then this is the drive select button, where you configure the driving modes. I will do that later on as well. The start stop off button, traction control off, sensors, I believe some special mode here. And then this is to turn off the this touchscreen, maybe during the night or if you want to clean it. But yeah, you just press it again and it's live again. Some little storage space in here. It's illuminated. You have the USB-A here as well as the 12-volt power outlet, and then as you can see there is no more no controller here. Yeah, that was convenient feature. It's gone. It's got the same fate as the one on the A5 and the A4, so they all got bigger screens here, but they lost the controller. I don't know, I would personally love to still have the controller, even though this is the new touchscreen and it's a good one, I mean awesome one, but I would love to have the controller as well. Then here, additional storage space. This is the gear lever of the S-tronic transmission. Then the electronic parking brake, auto hold function is here. And then this is the volume knob for example, passenger, or it's easier maybe for you to do this. But since you have it here on the steering wheel, it makes more sense, for the passenger. And then this is in gloss black, not my personal, favorite. I would love to have this in some other materials because this can get scratches easily. This brushed aluminum does look very nice. And then here you do have some additional storage space. I believe you can extend this. Yes, you can. And you can actually have this cup holders which are adaptive, and it's nice to have this roller which also is here as some storage compartment. So yeah, then the seats have these extensions, and the glove box is actually a big one with carpeting, so that's all very, very nice indeed. You do have these ambient lights which go all the way down here, and also here you can see it actually clearly on this panel. Now I think it's time to see the infotainment system. So this is the new infotainment system, and we know this one from other Audi models, but there's actually something new on this one. Look at this. So you have this sort of like an additional home screen when you can where you can configure bunch of things, and yeah, you can have it your way. And yeah, you see when you press the home button you get to this one, and well, yeah, I think it's a cool one. This is the classic one which we used to see on all models. And yeah, I think now we can actually go through the menus. Radio, of course, you do have the radio list. DAB and FM radio are here. Then moving on, media, you can pair your phone with the Bluetooth. You also have this, of course, USB-A. And then moving on, telephone, Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, both are available naturally. So this is actually for that. Moving on to the car settings, and this is where it gets interesting. So drive select mode, this can be configured in the individual mode. You can configure a bunch of things, for example the drive system and steering. And of course, if you go for the DCC, this makes more sense because then you can also adjust the stiffness of the dampers, which is always a good thing. And then let's see what else do we have. Efficiency assist, I'm not gonna press that. So the AC, auto recirculation and automatic supplementary heater. Moving on, lights and vision. Oh yeah, now we come to my favorite part, which is the ambient lights. So this car has the 30 color ambient light package. Let's go to the individual mode and then configure those out. So in the individual mode, you choose between 30 different colors, and you can choose between the surface and these contours. So let's go actually first to the surface. I'll go to the colors and put it to purple. And now you'll see that we have this part here should be purple, but since it's daylight, you can't see that much, but you will be able to see this when we change the contour lighting. So let's put it to purple, and now you see this goes to life and really looks amazing. here as well, and also on this panel we'll put it to blue one. You see it changes, brighter blue. Let's see the green one, and then for example the red one, which was on when we entered the car. So those are the options, and then of course this would be better during the night, this surfaces. But yeah, overall Audi models during the night look amazing with this ambient lights. And then these are some of the options where you have pre-configured settings. For example, you see the solar has orange on both panels, and this part here, impulse, maritime, Caribbean. Probably this is my favorite preset on the Audi models. Let's put this one on. And then yeah, those are the background lightings, and then of course these are the options for your headlights and exit lights, stuff like that. You can configure those things out here. So those were the lights and vision. Then the parking aid, front volume, rear volume, stuff like that. Controllers for your sensors, driver assist. Of course this car does have a bunch of safety systems which are standard for cars like this, so that's always a cool thing to have. Makes you safer on the road. Then settings can be adjusted here, not gonna do that. So you have the oil level, tire pressure, car information, stuff like that, but we're not gonna go through that right now. And well, yeah, those are the car settings. And now we go back to the main menu. Here you have once again favorites, settings. Here's where you change the language, for example, but also you can change the Audi virtual cockpit on this one. And there are actually few views. So this is now the sport view. And then moving on, dynamic view, yes, change now. Look at this. This is the RS style view. I do love this one. It's my personal favorite. So you have the speedometer on your right and the rev counter on your left. And then here in the middle, you can put some additional information. Then move back to sport, back to classic one. And classic one is pretty much the same. I mean, not the same, but very similar to the sport one. And let's put it back to dynamic actually. And then you configure, the things on your button here. And yeah, well, those are the options for the cockpit. And then MMI, you can adjust the brightness, touchback feedback. We can have the acoustic feedback, which I'm gonna turn on because I love that one. Screen cleaning, let me actually demonstrate you that again. So to switch the display back on, please press and hold the on-off button. There you have it. So if you want to clean the screen, this is how you do it. Keyboard, sound settings. Speaking about the sound, there are actually 3 options available. So first one is the standard one. Then the second one is Audi sound system with 10 speakers. And then option is Bang & Olufsen 3D sound system, which is a very pricey option. That one gets you 19 speakers, but also costs 1,370 euros here in Croatia at least. But if you love good music, yeah, you should go for that one. And a bunch of other settings are available here. So for example, for the infotainment, telephone, we're not gonna go through that right now. Help, and then the users, you can register as a user, and then you will be able to shop for different things with this car. Once again, I'm telling this is the future of the car industry. So you actually buy the car, and then after some time you can buy additional things for your car through your app. And yeah, tell me in the comments, what do you guys think about that? And speaking about this, so as you can see, this is standard, this big screen, but you do need to pay extra to get some of the features, for example, navigation, which this car doesn't have. And then when you have the navigation, this becomes much nicer because you can have the map view with this one. And speaking about this digital cockpit, let me show you the views that are available. So you configure the things in front of you in this screen. You change it with these buttons, still classic ones, which I like because yeah, on the other new ones, for example, on Volkswagen Group models, on Volkswagen models actually, I have this touch sensitive buttons and they are not as good, to be honest, when you use them. So this is much better in my opinion. So tell me in the comments, how do you guys like this interior? And I believe this is a very nice place to be. And now it is time to check out the space at the back. And this is the situation at the rear bench. First of all, let's check out the materials here. This is actually very good because you do have this lovely Alcantara and then this aluminum panel with the ambient lights as well. Door pocket is actually big for, you know, the door pocket at the rear door. And now this is the rear bench, and this one is actually a special one because it can be adjusted. I will show you that when I sit. So you can adjust it by moving forward and backwards, and you can also lean these seats a bit back. So I will demonstrate you that when I sit, and actually let's jump inside and see how much space I have. So this is very good for my knees. I still have plenty of room, and then for my head, yeah, a lot of room. I'm 1.87 m if you are not a regular subscriber. And yeah, this is all very good. And now I can demonstrate you how I can, you know, adjust this rear bench as well as the, you know, angle of the seats. So look at this, I can lean back. And then this is the second option. So yeah, this is a convenient thing. You can go for this adjustable bench if you want even more practicality. Let's see this. The armrest is here, and then additional cup holders are a convenient feature as well. And then here are your AC controls, as well as two USB-A charger and then the 12-volt power outlet. Of course, you can put various things in this net. And then this is the view you have on the front. Beautiful design. Tell me in the comments, how do you like it? And now let us check out the engine. So all the engines actually get some kind of electrification. So they are mild hybrid ones with a small electric motor. And this one is a mild hybrid 2-liter TDI with 204 horsepower. And then speaking about the diesels, you also get the 3-liter diesel. That one is a mild hybrid as well. Petrol engines, 2-liter petrol engine with the small electric system as well. So tell me in the comments which one would you go for. There will be also you know, more sporty versions later on. Now let's check out the specs of this particular model. So this is the 40 TDI, that means 204 horsepower with Daytona Grey color and black interior. This is the base price. I will put the prices in euros as well. And then the S-Line trim gets various things as standard, so 18-inch wheels, Audi Drive Select, pre-sense safety systems, and all of those. Virtual cockpit is standard as well. And then this particular model has a bunch of options such as 19-inch wheels, ambient lights plus S-Line interior, sports steering wheel with 3 spokes, as well as the tinted windows at the back. Full price of this car is here. I'll put the euro amount as well. But yeah, that was it, guys. Tell me in the comments, how do you like this car? Once again, let me unlock it. You see this nice illumination, especially at the rear. And one thing that I didn't show you is that when you press this twice, the trunk opens. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe to the channel if you want to see more car reviews and car videos, and tell me in the comments, how do you like this new Q5? And that's it. See you on the next one. Bye bye.